It's a story that we've been following since the first item started washing up in Tofino. From water bottles to spray canisters and a whole lot of styrofoam, the items quickly became more than just garbage. Many believe it's debris from Japan, pushed our way after a tsunami ripped through the country last March. Now the story, which began in Tofino, has shifted south to SAANICH, where it's believed more Japanese debris is popping up. But the debris may be early, that is, even if it even arrives at all. Joe Perkins joins us live with more. Joe?
Andrew, it's one of many water bottles that have popped up on the shores of Vancouver Island. This one at Cordova Bay. Some think it's tsunami debris, others aren't so sure.
Okay, here we go. I mean, have you seen these yet?
The answer is no. This is the first time Dr. Richard Thomson has seen these items. On Sunday, photos of the findings were sent to CTV from a woman in SAANICH who stumbled upon them in Cordova Bay.
In my mind, I do feel that some of this is related to the tsunami.
It's not the first time items believed to be from Japan have turned up on shore. These, however, would be the first reported findings in Greater Victoria.
You know, that could have come from almost anywhere.
Even Japan, but it's not likely.
Well, from all the stuff that we know, absolutely not. But you can't dismiss anything. I'm a scientist, so you have to keep an open mind and all this.
Detailed charts from the University of Hawaii show an estimate of where debris from Japan is expected to travel and how long it's going to take to get there.
7,600 kilometers from Japan on a direct circle route to get to the coast of British Columbia. That's a long way.
Meaning it may be a stretch to think the recent string of washed-up items are a result of the March disaster.
Scientists believe that somewhere between Japan and Vancouver Island, there is a debris field that's floating somewhere in the Pacific. How big is it? Scientists say likely kilometers in size. And while they don't know exactly where it is, they do know it's headed this way.
Lucas Harris has been monitoring Vancouver Island's shorelines and says the amount of debris has picked up.
At this stage in the game, we are seeing materials up and down Vancouver Island that has high windage. So stuff that floats on the surface of the water that can travel quickly.
They're items such as water bottles, and although they appear to have overseas labeling,
see, it's got like the end on the lid. Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
It doesn't necessarily qualify as tsunami debris.
Unless you can have a label or a serial number on a bottle or a serial number on something that came specifically from that site in Japan, as a scientist, you really question whether any of this stuff's got anything to do with the tsunami.
It's not to say tsunami debris won't eventually arrive. Scientists peg March of next year as the official arrival date. Until then, more items will wash ashore, items that may have come from Japan.
Do you think it's possible?
I think it's possible. I think it's definitely possible.
It's possible, just not proven. Definitely possible. There it is. That washed up onto the shores at Cordova Bay. After talking to Dr. Thomson, he says it's just a matter of time. Eventually someone or something will wash up on shore, rather, that we can directly relate back to Japan. It will have a serial number or something on it. When will that happen? 2013. As far as these items are concerned, high winter winds. That's what he's saying is the cause for these. 2013, Andrew, is when they think, March of 2013 is when they think we might see a high flow of debris washing up. He says we'll know when it arrives, so I guess it's just a waiting game.
Hard to argue with the scientists, isn't it?
No, very hard.
All right, thanks, Joe.
You're welcome.